Okay, so we've got a mountain of articles and analysis here.
Yeah.
And it's all about Viktor Gyokeres,
Right.
this Swedish striker who seems to be like taking Europe by storm.
He is.
But the big question is he the real deal?
Yeah.
Or just like a flash in the pan?
Right.
You know,
exactly.
is this going to last?
Yeah.
Or is he going to kind of fade away?
Big question.
Yeah, and it's interesting because you look back just a few seasons ago, and he was struggling in the championship.
Yeah.
Which, you know.
Second tier of English football.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Not exactly the top of the top.
Not quite the Premier League, is it?
No, not at all.
No.
So let's
dive in.
Let's dive in and see if we can figure this guy out.
Well, one of the things that's really grabbed everyone's attention is the fact that he's actually outscored Erling Haaland this season.
Wait, you're telling me Gyokeres has scored more goals than Haaland?
That's right.
This season.
This season, yeah.
Okay, hold on a second. Now, I know Haaland.
I know what you're going to say.
He
plays for Man City.
The Premier League.
Top of the English Premier League.
Yeah?
Arguably the best league in the world.
With, like, some of the best players in the world.
Absolutely.
And Gyokeres is playing for Sporting CP.
Sporting in Portugal.
Yeah.
Which, you know, it's a good league.
Yeah.
But it's not quite the same level.
It's not the Premier League.
No.
Right.
So you can't compare them directly.
Yeah, this isn't apples to apples.
No, it's not. It's not a perfect comparison.
Right.
But it's still a pretty eye-catching stat.
Yeah, it makes you raise an eyebrow.
Absolutely.
Like, okay, maybe we need to take a closer look at this guy.
Definitely. And I think that's what a lot of people are doing because this is a player who not that long ago was considered a bit of a flop in the championship.
Right.
And now you've got clubs like Arsenal and Manchester United sniffing around him.
Okay, so from flop to potentially like leading the line.
Potentially.
For a Premier League giant,
I mean,
it's a huge leap.
It is a remarkable turnaround.
It's a massive turnaround.
And you have to wonder what's behind it.
Yeah. What sparked this transformation?
Well, a lot of people point to his time at Sporting.
Okay.
Under Ruben Amorim.
Okay.
Their manager.
Right.
And the numbers speak for themselves.
Give me the numbers.
He scored 43 goals in 50 appearances under Amorim.
That's ridiculous.
You're incredible.
43 goals in 50 games.
Yeah.
That's almost a goal a game.
It's phenomenal.
Yeah.
And it's not just about the goals.
Okay.
It seems like Amorim has really unlocked something in Gyokeres.
So it's not just that he's scoring.
It's not just about being in the right place at the right time.
Yeah.
It's like something fundamental has changed in his game.
So how has he transformed Gyokeres?
Well, there's an interesting quote from Chris Badland.
Okay.
Who was the head of recruitment at Coventry City.
Right.
When Gyokeres was there. And he said he always saw Premier League potential in him.
Okay.
But even he's surprised by just how much he's improved.
So the guy who recruited him.
The guy who brought him to Coventry.
Is even blown away.
Yeah, he's like, wow, I didn't see this coming.
So what did Badland see in him back then?
Well, he said he saw this incredible raw talent.
Okay.
He was quick, he was strong, good in the air.
Okay.
But his decision-making and his consistency needed work.
So the raw materials were there.
The ingredients were all there.
But he needed to kind of...
Yeah, he needed to refine them.
Yeah.
He needed to polish them up.
Okay.
And it seems like that's exactly what Amorim has done.
So it's like Amorim's been the master chef.
Yeah.
Who's taken these ingredients and turned them into a Michelin star dish.
Exactly. And that leads us to the next piece of the puzzle.
Right. Get me.
Gyokeres' playing style.
Okay.
So we've got this powerful, athletic player.
Yeah.
Fantastic movement. And, you know, based on recent form, he's pretty clinical in front of goal.
He's scoring goals for fun right now.
It seems that way, yeah.
Yeah, but I've also read some things where people are like, his finishing isn't all that.
Yeah, there are definitely some mixed opinions out there.
Yeah, like some analysts are like, oh, he's a natural goal scorer.
Right.
But then you have guys like Troy Deeney.
Yeah.
Former professional footballer.
Right. Played in the Premier League.
Who are like, nah.
He's not convinced.
Yeah. So how do we square that circle?
Well, I think Deeney's criticism stemmed from some of Gyokeres' earlier performances.
Okay.
Where his decision-making in the final third let him down a bit.
So maybe he was snatching at chances?
Yeah, maybe rushing things.
Not picking the right pass.
Right.
Yeah.
But under Amorim, it seems like he's become much more efficient.
Okay.
He's not just relying on power anymore. He's making smarter runs.
Okay.
Timing his movements better.
Right.
Placing his shots more accurately.
So maybe it's not so much that he's a bad finisher,
Mm-hmm.
but that he's just become a much better finisher.
Yeah, I think that's a fair assessment.
So maybe he's the kind of player
Yeah.
who just needs a specific system
Right.
to really thrive.
To bring the best out of him.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But then again, maybe he's just maturing as a player.
That's also a possibility.
Yeah.
He's still relatively young.
True.
I mean, he's what, 25?
Yeah.
So there's still room for growth.
Plenty of time.
Definitely.
Okay, so speaking of thriving,
Yeah.
Gyokeres has said
Mm-hmm.
that he wants to play for one of the elite teams in Europe.
That's right. He's made his ambitions very clear.
And given how well he's playing right now,
Mm-hmm.
and the fact that we know that these big clubs
Yeah.
are
It's
interested,
Arsenal, Man United.
it seems pretty likely that he's going to be on the move soon.
I'd be surprised if he stayed at Sporting.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Especially with that ambition. Okay, so let's talk about some of these potential destinations.
Right.
Arsenal have been heavily linked.
They have.
They definitely need some attacking reinforcements.
Right, because Gabriel Jesus has been in and out of the team with injuries.
But they also already have a pretty strong attack.
They do.
So could Gyokeres even fit into their system?
That's the question, isn't it?
Yeah, would he disrupt their dynamics?
Because they've got a really good thing going at the moment.
They do.
You know they're playing well.
Yeah.
They're at top of the league.
They're top of the league.
So you don't want to mess with that too much.
No.
But, Gyokeres could be the missing piece.
It could be.
Yeah.
And then there's the Manchester United angle.
Oh, yeah.
You can't forget about that
His old manager is now at the helm
at Old Trafford.
at Old Trafford.
So,
So do you think that could influence Gyokeres' decision?
I mean, it has to, right?
It must be fact.
If you've got a manager
Yeah.
who knows you.
Believes in you, has gotten the best out of you.
Exactly.
It's got to be tempting.
It's got to be a huge factor in the decision.
Absolutely.
So it sounds like Gyokeres has a big decision to make.
Yeah, he's got a lot to think about,
He does.
but it's a good problem to have.
It is.
Yeah.
So after this deep dive into Viktor Gyokeres,
Yeah.
what can we say?
I think it's safe to say
Yeah.
that his story is one of resilience
Mm,
and impressive development.
absolutely.
He's gone from being written off
Yeah.
to becoming one of the most sought-after strikers in Europe.
It's a remarkable turnaround.
It really is.
And it shows what can happen
Mm-hmm.
when raw talent
Yeah,
meets the right coaching
absolutely.
and the right system.
The right environment can
Yeah.
make all the difference.
So here's the million-dollar question.
Hit me.
Can Gyokeres keep this up?
Yeah. Can he maintain this level?
Can he keep scoring goals at this rate?
Right. Can he make that jump to the elite level?
And if he does,
Yeah.
where will he end up?
That's the big question, isn't it?
It is.
Where will he land?
It's a story that's just getting started.
It is.
And I'm definitely going to be following it
Me too.
closely.
Yeah. He's certainly got a lot of doubters to prove wrong.
That he does.
So it'll be interesting to see if he can do it.
Yeah. I can't wait to see what heights he reaches.
Yeah. It's going to be fun to watch.
Absolutely.